Hey everyone, welcome to Bunk Bed Books, first episode ever. I know I can't be with you all, so I thought it'd be fun to share some of our family's favorite books with you online. So today, I pulled out a special book from our box called The Foolish Frog. It's our very favorite story ever. You can tell because it's kind of fallen apart. So I hope you guys like it as much as we do. The Foolish Frog by Pete Seeger and Charles Seeger. Once upon a time, there was a farmer walking down the road. He was whistling a tune. But he scratched his head and said, "Doggone, I wish I had some words for my song. All I've got is a melody." Just then he came to a little brook, and he leaned on the railing of the bridge. Down there was a big old bullfrog hopping bank to bank. Bullfrog looked up, saw the farmer, and thought he'd show off. He took an extra special big hop. Kersplash! He fell in the mud and got all dirty. The farmer laughed and started singing. Way down south in the Yankety-Yank, a bullfrog jumped from bank to bank just because he'd nothing better for to do. He stubbed his toe, fell in the water, you could hear him holler for a mile and a quarter just because he'd nothing better for to do. Now the farmer went down the road feeling very proud of himself for making up a song. He went into the corner store, bought some groceries, and said, "Oh, before I go home, I must teach you my new song." The storekeeper said, "Go home, I'm busy here. See all these summer people? I won't pay you my money unless you let me sing my song." "Oh, all right, sing it and get it over with." Well, the farmer started singing, and the storekeeper shouted, "Hey, that's a good tune. Gather round, everybody, we'll have a party." And they were stomping on the floor, drinking free strawberry pop, passing around free soda crackers. Back home, wives and children were sitting down to eat supper. And where's father? Mother says, "Children, you'd better run down to the corner store and fetch your old man. He's probably wasting his time as usual." All the children ran down the road and ran to the store. When they heard the music, they forgot all about giving the message, and the children started singing. Way down south in the Yankety-Yank. Well, the children were stomping on the floor, drinking free strawberry pop, eating free soda crackers. In every farmhouse, it was the same situation. All the mother says, "This has gone far enough. Do they expect us to cook all day and nobody show up for supper?" And they walked down the road waving their frying pans. When they got near the store, they heard all the pretty music, and they forgot all about being angry. They dropped their frying pans and ran inside, and the mothers started singing. Way down south in the Yankety-Yank, and the mothers were drinking free strawberry pop, eating free soda crackers, and stomping on the floor. Meanwhile, back in the barn, all the cows said, "Where is everybody? We're supposed to be milked. It's getting very uncomfortable." The cows walked out of the stalls, walked right out of the barn, down the road, straight into the corner store, and they started singing. Moo, 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 moo. The cows were stomping on the floor, drinking free strawberry pop, eating free soda crackers. Out in the barnyard, all the chickens said, "Where is everybody? We're supposed to be fed. We're getting hungry." The chickens hopped over the fence, hopped down the road, hopped inside the corner store. Pluck, 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 pluck. Feathers were flying through the air. The chickens were stomping on the floor, drinking free strawberry pop, eating free soda crackers. Meanwhile, all the barns started talking. They said, "We feel so empty, without any cows, without any chickens. Guess we'll have to go find them." The barns picked themselves up off their foundations, glumped down the road, and they all squeezed inside the corner store. Believe it or not. Ever heard Rusty hinge on a barn door? That's the way they sounded. Out in the fields, all the grass said, "Where is everybody? The cows are supposed to come and eat us. Guess we'll have to go find them." The grass picked itself up, swished down the road, swished inside the corner store. When the grass was gone, the fields were gone. When the fields were gone, the banks of the brook were gone. The brook said, "I don't have anything to bubble between." So the brook bubbled down the road, bubbled up inside the corner store. Blub, 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 blub. The brook was bubbling up and down the stairway. The grass was growing out the chimney. The feathers were flying through the air. The cows were swishing out the windows. Everybody was drinking free strawberry pop and eating free soda crackers and stomping on the floor. And there was the bullfrog midair. He looked down. There was nothing underneath him. He looked over. There was nothing to land on. He said, "Where am I?" The only thing left was the road. He started hopping down the road. "Hey, what's that racket down at the corner store?" "Why, they're singing. They're singing about me." And he was so proud, he puffed himself up with pride. And he puffed, and he puffed, and he puffed, and puffed, and pooh! He exploded in all directions. Cows, barns, chickens, children, farmers, wives. The whole corner store went up in the air, and everybody floated down through the sky. They all landed right where they were supposed to be the whole time, eating supper, feeling rather foolish for themselves. Next day, they went out to try to find the frog. They looked high, they looked low. Strawberry pop bottles and soda crackers in all directions, but no frog. So all there's left of the frog is the song. Might as well sing her once again. Way down south with the Yankety-Yank, a bullfrog jumped from bank to bank just because he'd nothing better for to do. He stubbed his toe, fell in the water, you could hear him holler for a mile and a quarter just because he'd nothing better for to do. There's lots of people just like that foolish frog of mine, get themselves in trouble just to pass the time, pass the time. There's lots of people just like that foolish frog of mine, just because they've nothing better for to do. That's the end of the Foolish Frog. Hope you guys liked it. See you next time.